Welcome to Drummers Paradise, a place for drummers to connect and get to know what drives their passion for groove. Please feel free to join our growing community by hitting that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell. Also recently, Adam?
Oh man, we're on Apple Podcast, we're on Spotify, Amazon Podcast. You can check us out on all those major platforms.
So make sure you go and subscribe again and follow, and we appreciate your support.
Absolutely.
Now, let's get into it.
Oh man, today joining us, we have a very kind and sweet female drummer coming today from Barrie, Ontario, Randy Babic. All right. You might know this lady from drumming in the AAWKS. We're really excited to sit down with her today and find out what pushes her passion for groove. But first, let's check out this video of her crushing the kit. You ready?
Here we go. Wow, Randy, that was killer, eh? Thanks for sharing that footage with us today.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
You look like you're having the best time.
I really do. It's one of those weird things where I feel like something takes over the moment I sit down behind the kit. I stand up. It's all over. I don't know what happened. I came to.
Right.
And it's really amazing because people will remind me the faces that I make and the expressions that I give, that I provide a whole energy for the kind of entertainment value.
Yeah, nice. So where did it all begin? Where's your hometown?
I'm originally from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, the Great White North.
Oh, yeah.
The Sioux.
Yeah, born and raised Northern Ontario redneck girl.
Awesome.
What's up, fam?
Shout out to the Sioux. Eh?
Yeah, a lot of them from the Sioux. Eh?
A lot.
There's a lot of you musicians that come out of that place. Yeah, great. That's amazing. So, yeah. And then you moved down to Toronto, right?
Yeah, I came down to the Barrie area around 2000, and then in 2014 ended up in Barrie here now, and that's where I got to become part of AAWKS.
Awesome. That's cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what were some of the influences in your life that got you into drums and wanted to pick it up and start playing?
Well, the fun fact is I did not play a musical instrument until I was 40 years old.
Oh, man. Late bloomer.
Yeah, I definitely was. I went from zero musical experience to kind of all I could handle and more, and I'm fully immersed into the scene and into the community. But yeah, my now husband is the singer-songwriter, the full creative force of AAWKS. He noted he needed a drummer, and I just happened to live in the same house as him. So
Convenient.
Amazing.
after some wonderful deliberation and some needed lessons, here I am.
Nice.
Good for you.
So what kind of gear do you have? What kind of kit do you play?
So it is a dang nabbit. It is a mishmash. It is a bit of a Frankenstein. I think
It's a mud of a kit.
Each piece comes from a couple of different kits, but overall I have Evans hydraulic drum heads on top of them all.
Nice.
So that's what really kind of gives me that hard, deadened feel for the stoner doom and the stoner rock that we kind of play.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the kit is a Frankenstein of some beautiful pieces that the past drummer left behind, and then Chris has acquired for me, being a more petite lefty gal.
Right.
So.
And lefty, you play lefty.
I am a hard lefty, and I live in that guilt, and everybody who plays with me knows how hard I work to make sure I don't mess up their stuff.
That's amazing. Inclusive. What kind? Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what kind of cymbals?
So there's definitely this really beautiful large ride cymbal that's called a Zildjian Constantinople. It's this beautiful sounding wash that is like, this thing blows my mind, and I knew nothing about cymbals.
Right.
But the fact that I have this, and I've noted some like boy envy on this cymbal,
Okay.
so it's quite nice to be like,
Special.
that's mine. Yeah, can't have it. And then so then there's a Zildjian K Crash, and then I actually at the advice of my drum teacher, Rob Drake at Barrie Music School. Hi.
Hi, Rob.
I was looking for a china of some sorts. I was trying to add as I was learning, and I found the kind of trash can sound wasn't right for the songs that Chris was putting together.
Right.
And so I was having a conversation with him, like, what could I do? And he's like, do you have an extra hi-hat laying around? And I was like, yeah. He goes, put that upside down, and it's going to give you a little splash.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I have this beautiful little splashy, I believe it's called a dream cymbal. And yeah, I have it upside down, and it does the perfect
it works
little...
the trick.
Such a beautiful little accent piece. And yeah, it made everything better.
Awesome. That's good. What kind of snare do you beat on?
I just switched up, but I believe it was that one I broke it.
So you don't have a snare right now?
I have a snare right now.
Oh.
Thankfully.
Snareless. Everybody, we need help over
We
here.
need help.
I had this great snare, and I had coveted it. It was my learner snare.
Okay.
A shout out to the wonderful Shane Heath, who used to own
Yes.
Fox
Beautiful
Lounge.
Shane Heath.
Right.
Loved in the scene.
So I started out with this very simple, your basic drum kit. What are some of the basic drum kit names? Because I know it's going to pop out to me. But it was the one that basically came with the kit. And
Like a
I was
Westbury or-
yes, that's the name right there. And I was so scared of the reverb and the sound and the snare that he actually was able to help me, and also Chris, by putting a tea towel on it.
Yeah.
So that's how I
love that,
started
man.
out,
Yeah.
even at the Fox Lounge playing live
Right.
with a tea towel on that baby.
Yep. Yeah, it's a recording trick too. A lot of guys, sound engineers
Yeah,
will do.
I really needed the beginning of the sound and the end of the sound
Right.
to help me understand the motion of the noting and stuff
Yes,
for
yeah.
being such a new drummer at that time, because I probably played my first live show 6 months after.
Into learning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was a lot, and it's a real shout out to the Fox Lounge, because they really made me feel
Supported that.
comfortable and supportive, and the
Yeah.
community was beautiful there.
That's
It
amazing.
was such a beautiful community.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, big time.
100%. Cool. Yeah.
So, Randy, I know you just touched base a little bit on it, but let's get a little bit more in depth. Have you had instruction of any kind, lessons?
Yeah, so I took lessons at Barrie Music School through Rob Drake, and then also I've had the wonderful honor of playing with so many wonderfully talented people who have always given me tips and tricks, and I put those always near my heart in my pocket, and I pull them out as much as I can. And Rob Drake's been beautiful, because he kind of understood my brain didn't hear the sounds the same way that some regular drummers do. Some of the guys, they can make all those mouth noises at me, and you might as well be speaking archaic Latin. I got nothing for you.
Right.
But you can write me a mathematical hard pattern, and I'm going to do that mathematical
Yes.
pattern. What was really neat was in becoming part of AAWKS and Chris writing his first album, he really appreciated, like he said, I was much more of that Meg White than I was a Neil Peart.
Right.
And in being a Meg White, I had the ability to just be consistent in time every time. Now, he did not get to free flow and jam out or do anything off the cuff,
Right.
because I had it all mathematically in my brain. If it was to go 6 cycles or 4 cycles,
Right.
that happened, and then it stopped.
Right.
And it was one of those wonderful things for him. You can get the recording out of me, you can get the beat out of me, because I'm going to do it the same way every time.
Consistent, yes.
However, don't feel things. Don't
There's
get
no
all
open
Grateful
jam.
Daddy on me and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Because especially back then, I just stopped dead. There
Right.
was nothing left. I was
just
like,
played the 18 bars. What do you want from me?
I was like, I did the pattern ended, you're done.
That's it. Next.
That's so funny. There's so much information out there on the web. Where do you suggest people go to learn? Like, where did you go at the age of 40 to start learning? Before you actually dove into lessons with a teacher, did you go on the internet at all? Did you look at books?
I definitely looked on the internet, and most things scared the shit out of me.
Okay. Just a lot of information
I'm allowed to
at
swear
once,
here, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's no
Yeah,
problem.
feel free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely there was some Drumeo tutorials. There was some other, who's that wonderful woman, Dorothea? I can't remember
The
her
older
last
lady?
Yes.
Yes, she's
Oh,
so good, eh? On the
goodness.
practice pad and on the
Yeah,
kid.
Nona
And
in the kitchen, right?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
And it
You
made
know
me feel,
exactly who
It
it
made me
is.
feel so comfortable because starting later
Nana.
in life, it just felt great to watch her. And then also she would take it back and go nice and simple, and it felt really comfy.
Yeah.
And then the other chick I've been following recently is, I believe it's Alpine drums, and I think her thing is just literally called I Love Drums or something.
Oh, nice.
And she's amazing. I think she's got some funky little accent, maybe British or something.
Okay.
But she does really well at bringing it back and having the pattern in a really understandable way for me that, once again, my mathematical, analytical
Yeah.
brain can pull it together.
Yeah, everyone learns differently, absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
No, that's awesome. Cool.
So what would you say and feel that are some of the key elements in developing a solid foundation when it comes to being a drummer, especially for someone who's just recently picked up drums? What would you say has made you find your foundation?
Definitely it was repetition, right? It was taking in those key points, whether it was like, that simple, 4/4 beat,
Yeah.
and it was repetition until I no longer had to think about it. It
Programming
became,
it.
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
that muscle memory in is so key, even to this day for myself. He can throw in a new beat or a new groove or a new idea, and even if I don't have it in the feel that he wants, as long as I get that patterning in and I get all those times set kind of in the brain and in the muscle, now we can work the feel and the
Yes, yeah.
swing
It'll
or
come.
whatever.
Well, yeah.
And that has fundamentally for me, that's where I really felt like I could push myself and do more as long as I'm allowed to get my mathematical side in. And
Yes.
I find that very interesting because there's so many drummers that are amazing and it's all pure feel and sounds and sights, and it must be a beautiful like mushroom experience or something for them. But me, I'm doing a math test.
Yes. It's all calculations.
It is calculations. I'm working it out, and but that was really key for me for everything that I do. Another huge part for me is just CBD.
Okay.
So I'm a huge proponent for CBD for anxiety.
Yes.
Not that I'm an anxious person, but it amazed me coming into the game at 40 years old plus. I'm 47 now. Ta-da!
Congratulations.
It was the idea that I'm sitting here with these kids, these 20-year-olds who had supportive families who put them through all these lessons, and they're these savants at it.
Yeah.
And I would put myself out going, I shouldn't be here. I don't belong here.
Encouragement. Let it push you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the working of CBD, it just took that edge off
Nice.
where I still would say, okay, these guys are insane and I appreciate them and I am not competing with them. I'm doing my own thing.
Exactly.
100%.
Even if you get 1% of what they're doing, you're still winning.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
and honestly, by the end of every show, I realize, and it's funny because I still have the exact same nerves as if it was the first show every time,
That's good. Keeps you honest.
right? However, I always realize I don't know that they could do what I do because there's an energy and a feel and a placement for what I do, and it's not their thing. Their thing
Yes.
is this other beautiful, amazing thing,
Right.
And it's so wonderful when we kind of congregate together and you come at the end of that night and like everybody just comes in with this like love and community and this forward thought of like, when are we getting together again?
Yeah,
when are
yeah.
we doing this again? Because
This
this
is amazing.
feel, this vibe is what we need to pull out more of.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like,
So yeah, CBD, mathematical patterning, and definitely repetition are huge.
right. Hey, T, you know what time it is, buddy?
It's that paradiddle challenge
Oh,
time.
yeah. Randy, are you ready for this?
Oh my gosh, boys. You have no idea.
I can't wait. You'll do well no matter how fast you go, all right?
That's right. I play Stoner Doom.
There you go. So we're going to start you off at 40 BPM, and we're going to play it at 16th notes, okay?
Yep.
All right, let's try this. Oh, you got it. You're locked in,
Yeah,
okay.
you're locked in on that
So
one.
we're going to bump you up 20, okay?
Yep. I'm just going to give this a little.
Yeah, give it an adjustment. Get comfortable, 100%.
I don't know if you hear this from the ladies much. I don't like this knob.
Oh, no.
You're welcome, boys.
It depends.
You're welcome, boys.
Here we go. Here's 60. Oh, yeah, you got it. She's locked.
Yeah, she's
All
locked
right.
in on.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to the 80.
Whew.
You got this. You're getting into fast territory.
One more shot.
Yeah, we can do one more shot. We'll bring you down to
Yep.
70 after this and see
Yep.
if you can lock it in.
No.
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
see if you
Let's
get
try
70.
70.
Yeah, for sure.
My old lady brain is getting tired.
Yeah, actually lock in. You got it. You got it.
Only because my tongue was out. That's the only
It's
reason why
okay.
that worked.
Whatever it takes.
Yes.
Whatever works.
That's
So
the
70.
science.
Good job on
Good
that.
job.
Amazing.
Guys.
And did that challenge you a little bit? Was that like something that you're not used to, or?
Yes, that's definitely something that I know I need to do more of,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell Chris I'm gonna go home and practice a lot more.
No, that's awesome. And I really appreciate you taking part in that.
Yeah, no problem. I do enjoy a good challenge, and I definitely need a little more substances next time beforehand. Then I'll loosen up.
Water wasn't good enough. All right, thanks.
All right. Thanks, Randy, for playing.
Not a problem.
Right, now, in your opinion, what do you think the top 3 rudiments are that every drummer should learn?
Well, definitely a paradiddle.
Yeah.
And I gotta get better. I gotta practice.
And you have a
Chris-
story about the paradiddle, don't you?
I do.
Why don't you tell us about that?
So my beautiful, wonderful best friend and ex-husband, Gary from Barrie.
Mr. Gary from Barrie, a legend in the local scene.
Yes, and if you don't know him, you will know him, and you need to know him because
Yeah,
he is Gary.
We should bring him in one day.
Oh my gosh.
Let's bring him in.
He did play drums and drum corps, so there is a reason to bring him in. We can
Right?
talk about drum
So that's
corps.
the fun fact.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
he-
yeah.
I'm a huge
Yeah, we're
fan
gonna get
of
him in.
drum corps.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I watched endless
So
drum corps videos.
I think we give him some forward notice
Yes.
so that he can practice a bit.
That's right.
And I think we pull out all of his days of his high school and
I'm
teenage
sure
years
some
of doing
videos and
drum
stuff.
corps, and he was a snare drummer.
I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah. I'm excited now. You just got us real pumped up.
He
but-
also,
fired up.
you get him around the right bonfire with the right amount of drinks.
Yeah.
He's going to pull out a cajon.
Oh,
and he can
the wood
still-
box.
So, I think that's what you need to do is go off kilter just
Yeah,
a little.
yeah.
He never wants to call himself a drummer, but
Right,
that
but
boy's
he's a
got some
cajonist.
skills up in there.
He's a
Oh,
cojones.
I could bring one in for him. So.
See,
I
he's
got
got
one
his
as well.
own, man.
No, great. We'll
You
grab
guys
him.
could have a cajon off. Is that a thing?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh my God,
Definitely.
you guys are gonna
a cajoni. It's a cajoni.
cajon fight.
It's a cajoni. I love it. So paradiddle's one of them, and you have a
Yes.
story behind that, right?
Yeah, it's a paranoia thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a scary piece of the pie that my husband has like really instilled a lot of like those rudiments and forward work on it, and to find the time and work through having a family, a job,
It
a
gets
household,
difficult. I know
and
the
then
feeling.
practice those. It's almost damn near impossible,
Yeah,
but I
it is.
definitely.
So what are the 3 that you wish you worked on the most?
I got to work on the paradiddle itself. Just that original paradiddle.
Yeah, singles
Let's
and
face
doubles.
it.
Singles and
Yeah,
doubles, right? That's what it is.
Singles and doubles.
Yeah.
And then what's see? I don't even think I know all the names. What's the one oh no, it's like a triple paradiddle, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Triple, there's a flam.
Yeah.
Six-stroke roll? No, sorry, triple paradiddle. That's a double paradiddle. What is that called? It's a
Five-stroke.
paradiddle diddle?
Yes.
Yes,
See,
the paradiddle
I
diddle.
knew I wasn't going to
Yeah.
get those words right. I was just
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
tongue twister myself.
Yeah.
That you know what? It's like the top 3 of the list. The first 3, they seem to be the ones that once you've kind of mastered those, the rest are all little bits and pieces that shoot just off of them.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be a master. And I'm definitely got my homework cut out for me.
We all do. I'm telling you right now. We all do. Oh, it's absolutely true, right?
And I think, too, even if you've perfected it, I think it's a life journey and a life commitment that you're always going to push yourself to do better.
100%.
Yeah.
You always move that goalpost and try
Especially
to
with
achieve
the
more.
rudiments, right?
Yeah.
It's human nature to do that in every aspect of your life.
Yeah, and another beautiful drummer that was in and out of AAWKS band, but not as a drummer. He was a bass player for a while. Was Dan Trickett.
Okay.
So he plays in the Vitology cover
Oh,
band.
okay, yeah, with
and-
Jamie.
yes,
Yeah.
and he's with
love
Choir
him.
Revolution. Like he plays in a slew of different different, the young Elton and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And it was always wonderful having him with me, especially in those earlier days, because he was a source of information at all times. And then also with his bass playing, he always had me in mind. So he's like, here's what I'm going to do just before you kick in. And so it was interesting how, like, in my math and timing, he would have that kind of like 3 notes beforehand. He would just do a little lead in for me. And it was a beautiful piece that I still hold dear to this day, that there's a couple of really old first AAWKS songs.
Yeah.
Our bass player no longer does that.
Okay.
I still do that.
Yes,
it still happens.
Yeah, it still happens. Just nobody
Goes
knows.
back to the memorizing.
Oh, it does. It does.
That's cute. That's funny.
Well, what single piece of advice can you give a drummer that's thinking about, maybe they're frustrated, thinking about giving up the passion of playing drums, and just overall thinking about giving up?
We've all been there before, so yeah.
I've been there many a times. It's definitely, you know what? The belief in yourself and the belief in you're doing this for something, right?
So true.
So maybe you're doing it because you need to get an energy out. Maybe you're doing it because there's music you need to create, or maybe you just need to do it because you need to connect with friends and, you know, get away from your day. But whatever it is, you got to believe in it, that you're there for a reason, and to follow through with that, because that piece of the pie is so essential for all of us in life, to have that something that just takes us out.
Yeah,
Takes us out, and it's a time that you're not worrying about, did I do this, or is this done, or whatever. Instead, this is your time to get behind the kit, hit a bunch of things, which is so amazing to hit things.
Yes.
Sorry.
Extract yourself out of the normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting things is fine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I smash.
Yeah.
Chris being these, 6'2", 6'3", large men who like delicately plays a guitar. I'm the caveman in the back who's like smashing. It's not a technical thing I do. It's definitely a hard hitting, drum moving kind of symbolic thing.
Hey, you
that
guys
happens in
rock,
the
man.
back.
It sounds great. So there
Thank
you go. And you've got some new music. You've got some music you want to share with us today. So why don't you walk us through that? What do you have to show us?
So the new album is called On Through the Sky Maze. It was released on May 2nd, and that is our band AAWKS's second full album.
Nice. Congratulations.
And thank you very
that's
much.
awesome.
It was recorded here in Barrie at Thread Junction Studios with conjunction with our label Black Throne Productions.
Okay.
And
shout out.
It is 9 songs that delve in and out of from metal to rock to psychedelia. There's
it's
a
a trip.
stoner. It's a trip, it's a journey.
Yes, I like it.
And that's why even the title is On Through the Sky Maze, and just about every song title is about that kind of journey that you take, right?
Right.
And now for the message on demon possession. There are millions of strange personalities loose in this universe. They are not new. They are as old. In fact, they are older than man is. They are the same demons that Christ had to deal with in his ministry 2,000 years ago. The same demons that the Apostle Paul, the Apostle Peter, the other apostles, and the early Christians had to deal with in their time. They're the same demons which have been here ever since Lucifer, who is now the devil,
That was great. Great tune, man. Everyone
Thank
should
you.
check that out. The links are below for all that. Grab it while you can, man. Absolutely.
That was grooving.
Yeah.
So there's a big festival though coming through.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There definitely is. And I've been working hard to try to make sure that this becomes the experience that's going to, like, every year just kind of get to your soul of, like, caveman, rock out, stoner doom. It is called Rune Mountain Festival.
Okay.
Did you hear that, everyone? say it one more time, right?
Rune Mountain Festival.
There you go.
There you
And the
go.
links are going to be below so you guys can buy your tickets.
Yes.
Help support this amazing show.
Yes, we got 3 days, 37 bands, international bands. We have bands from Greece. We have bands from all over the U.S. coming. And, of
Amazing.
course, a lot of local talent, Ontario, Quebec. I think even out in Nova Scotia, we got bands
Amazing.
coming.
Supporting from everywhere.
Right? And
Yes.
it's not just about highlighting those headliner bands. It's about bringing the community together because
Yes, 100%.
we all may wear dark shirts and tattoos and beards and long hair, but it is amazing how beautiful these people are when
It's
you bring
true.
them together. It is a
absolutely.
respectful, honest, and good-hearted rockin' community.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-day festival. It's outdoors.
It is outdoors.
Tons
The
of bands.
venue itself will be indoors, 2 stages,
Nice.
and then there's going to be camping on grounds.
yep.
There we have a great liquor sponsor called Rockin' Union.
Nice.
There's again another local to the Hamilton area.
Okay.
And Black Throne Productions and Fuzzed and Buzzed and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of even Ryefield, which you guys are aware of,
Mm-hmm,
and a lot of other promoters and stuff have all taken part in this to try to make sure that we come together with like the biggest array of bands within that heavy psych rock kind of
It's amazing.
genre so that we can really pound out a weekend of just like ear-ringing good time.
That's great. So now you guys are selling tickets. How can everybody get a hold of tickets?
Definitely Fanatics, Fanatickets.
Is that fanatics.com?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. They have the ticket sales, and of course, if you go to Black Throne or Rune Mountain, or even for most of us that are also on the festival, we'll be sharing links all the way along as well.
Okay,
So
perfect.
you got 37 bands to go search and find your new favorite.
Yes, support.
Anybody ever wants, you can reach out to me. I'll tell you some of my favorites, and then you can go listen to them and see what I'm
Yes.
talking about.
Perfect.
How much are tickets?
I believe tickets are starting at about $100 for the day and about $150 or so for camping. I think RV camping might be just a little slightly different, but
Yep.
right around there.
Yep.
There's definitely no other festival that you could get that many bands for that low a cost.
Yeah.
So you got to come on out to Dunville and like have the time of your life.
Now, is there food and stuff?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be food vendors. We're trying to work out some other vendors, and I'm doing all the paperwork to try to get everybody in on there.
And what's the date again? I missed that.
It is June 26th, 27th, and 28th.
There you
We
go.
should set up a tent over there. And
That's what I'm talking about. You could have 37 different drummers to do.
Yes, I think I like that. You think how many drum
Holy
skins would be in this
schmoly.
room after that?
Oh
T?
my gosh, you could actually just get one Rune Mountain one and everybody signs it. Holy schmoly, that would be insane.
It would be insane. It would be insane. So that's really, really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, I know I'm in a band and I get to play the festival, but I really want this to happen because the community of people that come out, they're the best I've ever met. And it doesn't matter if you're in a small dive bar that like you don't want to tell your mother about, or if you're in a big arena show. These guys are the guys, they're the salt of the earth, and I friggin' love them and can't get enough of them. So I want to give them this festival.
That's amazing. You're
And,
such a big heart.
you were saying it, which I think is pretty cool. It's in like an airport.
Yes. So
Yeah,
yes, it is
so
at the decommissioned Dunville Airport. We have a wonderful benefactor who has helped us secure the property, and it is one of those amazing things where you're like, where else are you going to get that experience to have a show in an old airport hangar? It's insane.
So cool.
Yeah.
So much room.
It is. It's going to be an interesting run of things. It's going to be an L-shaped venue, 2 stages. Basically, you're going to have one band, and then 5 minutes later, next band.
That's
We're
smart. Just
we're going to run
set
it.
up and take down. Set up and take down.
You're going to get all the music you could handle.
Revolving door. It's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah,
so
man.
cool. Awesome.
That's great.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Randy, for coming into Drummers Paradise
thank you
today.
so much.
We appreciate you. We wish you all the best on your journey with everything you got going on. You sound like you're going to have a busy, exciting summer.
Yeah, it does.
And thank you again for coming in and chatting today with Adam and I.
I absolutely love spending time with you guys. This was great.
Yeah, we'll have you back out again. Maybe we can do a kit tour sometime or come check you out at a show and do some filming. That would be a lot of fun.
We could have some fun with that one.
Yeah, for sure, right? And if anyone's interested in checking out any of these links, find out about the upcoming concert in June, any of the AAWKS links, the links are all below in the description. And I would suggest go check all that out. Absolutely.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Until next time.
Keep grooming and have fun.
And remember to check out all our social media content. Follow us again on YouTube at Drummers Paradise Podcast. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and hit that notification bell. See you next time.
Bye.
Paradise. Bye.
Ciao.